You can probably deduce where I am. It's Odysee disease. Anyway, I don't know when you're going to see this, but I did have, well, not really some downtime, but it is a quiet evening, and I thought, you know what? What a perfect time to talk about something important. And, well, what super fun topic can we talk about? Nitwit lefties. Oh, yes. So, I saw a video the other day about a new rent control idea. It's like the Justified Eviction Act or something that they're trying to do in New York, and it is absolutely bonkers. Okay, it's got like 3 major provisions or something like that, and it tries to, like, balance out the eviction process and tenants' rights and blah blah blah. Well, the problem is, like every other nitwit lefty scheme, it's going to end up really hurting the people that they're trying to help. And the sad part is, they do not realize this. The problem that they have, and the problem with this situation, and all of these crazy schemes they come up with, are the people that they're trying to make the law against, the landlords in this case, are smarter than the activists and the politicians. And they will find a way around it, and they will get what they want eventually. And to be honest, it's not going to be that difficult. They're just going to use the law that these nitwit lefties wrote to, I don't know, pretty much business as usual. What else would you expect? Their schemes never, ever work. So, they mentioned, or maybe I jotted down, the 3 major, reasons that are justified evictions. And, oh my god, that's it. It's not going to do anything, so let's talk about them. This is a roll and rye. It is bullet rye whiskey, Aperol, lemon juice, and simple syrup, and it is from the Schooner Bar. The first legitimate reason they came up with to allow tenants to be evicted is so the landlord can rent to family members. Okay, that sounds really good, but, well, you know what? In a couple years, people are going to be surprised, shocked, dismayed at exactly how large your average landlord's family is. I mean, there's going to be cousins and brothers and aunts and uncles and all sorts of relations from all over the place, all of a sudden wanting to move into a building. And you know what? Because it's allowed by law, they're going to start evicting people so they can rent to their, I don't know, 4th cousin, 2nd generation, 5th time removed, I don't know, some weird thing like that. Family. They're just going to have a lot of family. And now people are going to start talking about this, whispering about it. How do these landlords have all this family? Well, if it's, let's just say certain type of family, no one dare question it because, well, that's going to be even worse. So, yeah, they've just created a very obvious loophole that, I don't know. Well, you know what? Family is a good thing. So, I think this is going to work out tremendously. From the 270 bar, this is a Kentucky Summer. It is a Buffalo Trace Bourbon, Saint Germain liqueur, mango, lime, and mint. The second provision that they mentioned was if a building is condemned. Now, I don't know if they mentioned this because it's a new exemption, meaning in order for tenants not to be forced to live in a condemned building, landlords no longer have to repair it or something like that. It's still a bit interesting. I'm not going to research it, but it doesn't matter because if they're allowed to evict tenants because the building is condemned, well, there's going to be a lot of condemned buildings. Now, I know what they're thinking. You can't just condemn a building randomly out of the blue. Really? Really? You actually think that? I would not be shocked if there were 20 or more agencies in New York City or New York State that could condemn a building. Okay, so what are they going to do? The landlords will just arrange a circumstance, perhaps with a bit of facilitation, to get a building condemned by an overzealous inspector for some reason. Now, let's be realistic. This happens all the time now, probably in the opposite direction. To get a otherwise condemnable building kept open. Now they just need to swing the pendulum the other way and, well, basically bribe the government to condemn a perfectly good building. From Boleros, this is a Hotel Nacional. It is Star Rum, Atlantico Reserva Rum, apricot liqueur, fresh lime juice, and pineapple juice. Finally, let's be realistic. any rental protection law can be exploited by the people that are smart enough to exploit it. And, just to remind, the landlords are smarter than the activists, politicians, and bureaucrats on the other side. That's why they're successful landlords and not in government, right? So, in this situation, I forget what it is that caused me to write this down, but maybe it was something about equality or something like that. What the landlords are going to start doing in the name of equality and access, well, they're going to start renting, giving a chance to some real shady characters. And since they can't be evicted, well, the good people that live in the building are now stuck with these crappy neighbors. I mean, we're talking like the people that you do not want to be sharing a building with. I mean, criminal activity, drugs, prostitution, all these kinds of things going on. And since, well, they can't be evicted, oh well, what is the poor landlord supposed to do? I guess the tenants will just choose to move out, right? Oh, it's absolutely tragic that a building went downhill so quickly, all in the name of equality. I mean, the landlords just wanted to give a chance to these people, and it didn't work out. Funny how things always work out in the landlord's favor, right? From the music hall, this is an 8-ball. It is gin, coconut rum, watermelon syrup, and grapefruit juice. Well, there you go, Princess. Just 3 of the many ways that this new law and similar tenant protection laws actually work out in the landlord's favor. But you know what? That's what you get with dumb lefties. And I bet they think, oh, they've really got the landlords on the run now. But I will tell you, if I was a landlord in New York, oh boy, would I be thankful for this problem.